2 thumbs and likes to read.
This is Abby,
Hi.
my first friend ever.
True. Friends for 11 years. No, 21 years.
11? I've only had a friend for 11 years.
21's crazy.
Yes. So that means we have known each other long enough to remember OG BookTube.
We'd have sleepovers and talk about books and watch Christine.
Did you watch Catty-tastic?
Yeah.
Oh
all
yeah,
of them.
Catty-tastic.
All of them.
They'd all do the collabs, all get together and do the book tags. And then we'd recreate the book tags just with no camera.
Yeah, because we were 12. We did like the games just alone.
It would be the first line
The
tag.
first line tag, yeah.
Being blindfolded and looking for your books.
Yeah.
Or just
feeling the cover and trying to guess what it was. We need
we
to
have to
do
do
that.
that. That's a good one.
It is a
we
good
gotta
one.
do that. But the first one we have is what is it? Oh, the Unpopular Opinions book tag.
Yes.
Which the book Archer, literally 10 years ago, started that one. Okay, I have them in my little notebook.
I have them on my phone.
Yes. I also will have the questions on the phone. These are my answers. First question. A popular book or series that you didn't like? That's a big one.
One moment.
Yes, 3, 2, 1. Mine is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Mine is the Cruel Prince series, which I did read all of. I just didn't really like it.
You read all of it?
I read all of it.
What was the question again? You didn't really like.
Yeah,
How
we
many
didn't
books
really
is
like
that?
it. It's 3 and then a novella.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was longer.
No,
But,
no,
okay.
it's only 3.
was
A
like,
trilogy
dang.
with a novella, but everybody thinks that it's so great. It's a great enemies to lovers. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Is the enemies to lovers actually enemies to lovers? Or what about it did you not like?
It wasn't enough. I usually love Holly Black. Coldest Girl in Cold Town, one of my favorite standalones.
Oh, wow.
So good. It was meh.
Yeah.
It was meh. I read all of it. I gave it a fair chance.
Yeah, it was meh.
Okay, but you explain yourself.
Okay, I know this is controversial.
Yeah.
I have read the whole thing. I did not DNF it. I read it as soon as it came out. Well, I thought it was too long.
But there's so much to say.
I didn't like what it said. I didn't hate it.
Are you gonna read Sunrise on the Reaping?
Yes.
'Cause
I
that's
will be reading
Hamish,
that.
So I feel like
That's the story I wanted. And then
Yeah.
I got this, and I was like, I don't care about President Snow. It's too long. It's too long. I was into it. Okay, I did like parts of it. I liked seeing the early games, the early politics of it all. Didn't care about the relationship. I didn't care about President Snow's focus.
I liked that it was screwed up. We get a lot of happy endings, and I was glad that
Okay, I did like how it didn't work out.
Yeah.
I did like that.
I think more books
But,
need that.
yeah.
Would it make me angry? Yes.
Yes.
But I think I need to be angry sometimes.
Yes. I just didn't get the same feeling reading this as I got when I read the original Hunger Games.
I get
and I
that.
think that's why I was like, ugh,
I get that.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
But I think with Sunrise on the Reaping,
It'll be worth it.
no spoilers.
Yeah, please don't.
And I actually haven't seen the movie, so I need to watch the movie. And I have a feeling I like it better as a movie.
That'll come back up later.
And also, in another tag, this will come up later.
Yes.
There is a hair tag if you cannot see. A lot of the books we're going to talk about we do not have physically here with us. And a lot of them are throwbacks. Just like these
Yeah.
tags are throwbacks, the books you're talking about are throwbacks.
Yes.
A lot of my opinions are kind of like, don't really remember, I just have a bad vibe. A popular book or series that everyone else seems to hate, but you love.
Oh, mine was, I don't think it was very controversial.
I couldn't remember anything
We
I've ever
struggled
read.
with this one a little bit.
Yeah, I can't really remember what I read. So,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
The Outsiders.
It's Romeo and Juliet by Shakespeare.
The Outsiders. I love it. I never had to read it for school. That was, I think, why I loved it. A lot of people hate it because it's like a school book. It's something that you read for school. But I read it on my own, and I think it's amazing. S.E. Hinton was 15 when she wrote it, which is insane. It's always been very inspiring to me because she was so young and wrote an incredible book that's now a musical.
Crazy.
The Chris Viar's crazy.
Crazy. I can't even do it.
It's-
Crazy. Oh, mine's Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, everyone clowns on Romeo and Juliet because they're stupid teenagers, and that's what I think is hilarious about it.
They literally committed suicide.
That's not the funny part. The first half is a comedy. It's hilarious. The first half is a comedy. The second half is when it gets real sad.
Hear me out. I think the second half is dark humor. I think Shakespeare was like, these kids screw up so bad they literally themselves. Not funny. But like...
And it's over the course of like 2 days.
Yeah, I think it's dark humor. It really
love
is.
it. I love it. It's so messy. And it makes me cry every time.
What if we were wrong? And what if it was a comedy all along?
That's what I'm saying. It ends really sad because
like,
people die, but it's...
If we over-dramatized the love, it could be funny.
I mean, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Just because it's only a tragedy because it ends sad. It would be a comedy if they didn't die.
Stay tuned. Darby and I are going to put on a 2-woman show of Romeo and Juliet. Funny.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about Romeo and Juliet.
They're working on my backyard. Please
I
ignore
guess we
that.
should pause. Question 3. A love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you did not want them to end up with. Or an OTP that you don't like. An OTP, that threw me back so far into 2012, 14. I could not think of anything for this. At least nothing recent.
No. So we landed on...
Yeah. This feels like such a vintage question. We both chose...
The Infernal Devices.
Yes. Infernal Devices. The whole trilogy, really.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's the love triangle with... I keep wanting to say Jessa, because that's the ship name.
Tessa,
Jem, and Will. I like Will, but I love Jem.
Yes. She should have been with Jem. He should not have become a monk. Monk?
Don't remember what happened.
So
he became
his,
that thing.
Yeah, his mouth gets like sewn up and like what are they even called? I tried to
It's been like literally 10 years.
reread the City of Bones series and I was like, this is not good. Why did I like it so much?
This was so good though.
That was good. Now,
I have not tried to reread this.
No. And I'm sure it would still not be as good if I tried to read it. But I was obsessed with the City of Bones. I was like, it is so good. I went back recently and I picked up the first one. It's not good.
Okay, well, I felt that way even back then. I read the first 4 chapters of City of Bones and was like, I hate it. And then I went back and pushed through it. Yeah. And then I read all the rest of them.
Yeah.
Because it got significantly better after book 2. I just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Don't care.
No.
Don't care. Next, a popular book genre that you hardly reach for.
Okay.
I have a few for this.
I have a couple.
Self-help immediately comes to mind. I've read a couple kind of self-helpy books and I just am like, eh.
So I do a lot of self-help just because I can't afford therapy. So
I also don't think I picked up the right ones for me.
Probably not.
So
yeah, I choose very specific ones.
Yeah.
But the ones that are general, like, you're awesome. I'm like...
See, those are the ones I've read. I haven't read ones that are, like, specific.
Helping.
Actually scientific help. This is like, you've got it, girl.
Yeah.
Do it.
Friends are self-help.
And that's what I've been saying. I've always said this.
Yeah. Mine's historical fiction, my first genre. I like it. I just don't... A lot of times it's boring. I want that little element of, like, that couldn't really happen.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're too, like, that actually did happen.
A little too close to real life.
Yeah.
That's why I love historical fantasy, or at least I'm getting into it. Like Daughter of the Forest.
Outlander. I haven't read, but, like...
See, that's what I'm saying. I think I would love that.
Historical fantasy. Have you watched it?
No, because I wanted to read it.
I love my husband, but if Sam Hewen came knocking at my door... Oh.
It's like me and Daughter in the Forest. I know no one out there has read it, but it's so good.
I will read it for you.
Yes. There's a character, Bran. Oh. I get the same feelings from him that I got from, like, Percy Jackson growing up.
Yeah.
So. Oh, and my other ones were mysteries and thrillers.
Same.
I think I would like them. I just have never been compelled to read it.
Yeah, I own a couple. I own The Weston Game because we read that in
The Weston Game?
grade?
That was 6th grade. Oh, okay, I grew up reading Nancy Drew. I did love Nancy Drew. See, that's why I think I would like them. I just
Have
don't
you played the Nancy Drew games?
Yes.
I'm an avid player of the Nancy Drew game.
I'm usually more in the mood for fantasy, so.
I'm too anxious, I think, to read thrillers.
I read a little bit of horror, but I only like very specific kinds, like the yellow wallpaper.
My husband is home. Hold on. Un husband.
Hello.
The next question, a popular or beloved character that you do not like?
Mine's Harry Potter. I love it. Don't get me wrong. One of my favorite things. Love Harry Potter. Don't like the character Harry Potter.
Yes.
I think he's my least favorite character in the books.
Yeah.
There are so many better characters.
Yeah.
He's just sassy and he just wants to get everything he wants. Mm-hmm. It's just like, oh, I'm an orphan. I should get everything. Boo-hoo.
And he's rich.
Womp womp.
And he's
and
rich.
He's rich. Thank you, Jacob. And
he's rich. Nepo baby.
I'm going to get so much hate for that.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of Harry Potter haters, and not just like Harry Potter series, but Harry Potter the character.
Harry Potter
haters.
the character haters.
Yeah.
My more modern one is Kale. I know a lot of people don't like him, but there's some people that like him, and it's like, no.
From Throne of Glass.
Yeah, didn't even say. From Throne of Glass. Yeah, he kind of sucks.
What was the last one you've read of that one?
I stopped right before I had to do the tandem read.
Oh, so you read Queen of Shadows?
Yes. Yes.
You read Crown of Midnight?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah.
I've read the first 4.5. Maybe I read the first 5.
Are you sure? Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight?
Yes.
Heir of Fire.
Yes. And
Queen of Shadows, and then it gets into tandem read territory.
I haven't read tandem read territory.
But also, you don't have
books
to.
At the same time.
You don't have to do that. I didn't.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that.
But I still have to read the entire book of Kale.
I actually really liked that one. But I had the same feelings as you do right now, because he's not around Selena.
Does he get better when he's not around her?
Yeah.
What pissed me off was, skip this part if you haven't read it.
Spoilers.
What pissed me off was that, like, they were together when she got hired to actually do assassinating, but then he was mad that she was actually assassinating people.
Doing assassinating.
It's like, you knew.
It's like when men want a baddie, but when she's a baddie, when she's with them, he doesn't want a baddie.
Yeah. This is a frog. I know I'm about to date a frog. Why are you not a lizard?
But I did enjoy his book, and I think he comes around.
I'll give it a try.
I like Throne of Glass more than Akatar. But I also am more nostalgic for Throne of Glass.
I feel like I like them both for different reasons. Like, Throne of Glass, I think, is objectively a better story. I like the way that Feyre and, I call him Rysand's relationship makes me feel. Yes. It gives me the flutteries.
Yes. But I also get that. This is not a spoiler. I'm trying to figure out where you are in the books. You know.
I know she's with Rowan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So in Heir of Fire, when she first meets Rowan, I was like, oh my God, I love Rowan. And everyone was like, you're crazy. She's never going to get. Rowan's just a friend. And then guess what happened?
This is where you can stop the spoilers.
Yes. Okay. Oh, my character that
we never talked about
my character that I hate. My choice is a classic one, and I feel like it's kind of boring because Jacob Black.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
Can we talk
that
about
sounds
how
right.
boring that name is to you?
Yeah,
Jacob Black.
I've always hated that man. Just because you're hot doesn't mean
Get out of here.
I like you. And I do understand the Edward hate after rereading Twilight, but I'm gonna ignore it.
Have you seen the woman on TikTok that does the
Yes.
The khaki skirt gets me. The
Where
khaki skirt.
She brings up too many It's like, how did I not catch that?
Yeah.
The navy blue button-up blouse, khaki skirt, long to the ankles combo.
And that's what Edward went.
Hoba. It's the Mormonism.
It's the Mormons. Yeah. It's the Mormons. I'm so sorry.
No, peace and love. It's just funny.
If you find a long khaki skirt attractive, you're lying to yourself.
The girlies out there can pull off a long khaki skirt.
They can.
But we know that Bella was not.
No.
Was not serving
No.
that. Next, popular author that you can't seem to get into. I wanted to pick an author where I had tried multiple different books from them. Because I almost said Rebecca Yarros because I did not like the second Fourth Wing book. Fourth Wing was okay, and then it just got worse. But I'm actually choosing one that kind of hurts a little. Leigh Bardugo. That's controversial, I know, and my friend at work is watching this. It's gonna be like, no!
I haven't even tried. I know, Shadow of Bone's been sitting there for, I think you bought it for me, like...
I probably did.
10 years ago.
I read the first one, and I remember liking it, but then I just never read the rest of them. And then I purchased Six of Crows when it came out, and it is so popular and beloved, and that is the most mashed potato book I've ever had. Like, I had that on my shelf.
Yeah.
It could have been 10 years. Maybe not 10. I don't know. It was too many years to be on my shelf unread, and I finally read it about a year or so ago. Thought it was good. Started reading, I was like, it's good.
It's fine.
And then
That's the thing. I think it's fine.
It's fine. But I wasn't like, wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy.
And I started reading Crooked Kingdom, and I DNF'd it.
Crooked. Mine is, so if we want to go modern, I think Victoria Aveyard? Aveyard?
I actually don't know.
I don't know either. I read Red Queen, and I really liked Red Queen. And then I started, is that Glass Swords the next one? And I was like, I tried again, and I got to the same spot. I think she probably has some good ones out there. I think she just had one that's like Realm Breaker or something. It's probably good.
Oh, is that not the same series? I have no idea.
I don't think it is. I think it's maybe same world, different people. I don't know. My real take though is C.S. Lewis, which I know is controversial.
Oh, I've read all of those Narnia books. That last one's crazy.
Crazy.
Because it's like Revelations, but for
yeah.
Narnia.
Here's my thing. There are a bunch of religiously based rewrites of the Bible, essentially. It's boring. Narnia is boring. The books, they have zero substance, zero detail. The details are so like juvenile, which sure that it's like more of a kid's book, but it's like still give me something.
Give me something. I feel like I liked every other book in that series, and towards the end, I don't remember any of the books past like book 3.
I took a class on it in college.
Really?
I had to take a liberal arts seminar, and I took one on the Chronicles of Narnia.
You had to read all of them?
For an entire semester. Yeah. I didn't. I read a few of them, and I was like, these just aren't it.
Oh gosh, because I did not read them all just back to back.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. What is next?
Next, this is the trope one.
Yeah.
A popular book trope that you're tired of seeing.
Mine is so like, friends to lovers, get that out of here. We don't need that. I don't want to see them be nice to each other and then be more nice to each other.
I don't know if I've really read that many friends to lovers.
I actively avoid them. There's nothing at stake. Give me a, he hates her, but then you find out he really cares about her, and that's why he treats her like crap. Is that toxic? Does that say something about me?
You don't hate friends to lovers in real life.
No, my husband and I were friends for so many years before we got together, but that's not like, that's real life. I don't want to read about that.
You lived it.
I lived it.
Kind of similar to what you're saying.
Probably not.
Onomatopoeia? No. Enemies to lovers.
Yes.
We've been saying this for years. What is up with the insta-love? What? Fourth Wing, you're a horrible, worst offender.
I haven't read
Enemies to lovers? No. That is not enemies. No. They mildly dislike each other at first.
I don't want it to be full slow burn, though.
Oh, I do.
I get frustrated with the slow burn.
That's what I like. I want to feel ugh.
You want to feel on edge.
I want to feel on
Because
edge.
sometimes I like it.
Yeah.
But it's like, if I'm in the mood to read something that I really want the romance, don't make me wait 400 pages for it.
Okay, well, you know, if I am reading a romance book, specifically romance, I don't know if I want it to be super slow burn. If I'm reading a fantasy book with a romance subplot, take all the time you need. Take all the
I
time
get
you
that. But there has to be little things that lead up to it, right?
Yeah.
Always. There's got to be you freak out when he touches her hand on page 50.
Like Rice. Or
Yeah.
Rice.
Rice. I call him Rice.
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 Rowan, another example.
Yeah.
I guess they were kind of enemies to friends to lovers.
I don't know. I know. Spoilers.
Did I spoil something?
No.
Okay.
I know that they're mates because I spoiled myself.
Right.
But I haven't gotten there yet.
Right.
So I haven't figured that, because I thought he was mates with his previous, with his wife.
That's what we all thought.
So I'm curious to know how that happens, but that means I have to get through Kale.
No, you don't.
I don't.
I read Empire of Storms first, and then his.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read it in publication order. I do want to reread those. I might have different opinions.
We need to start a book club of you and me.
Oh my god. And then a popular series that you have no interest in reading. Mine is, I crossed out multiple options. My actual answer is the rest of the Shadowhunter books.
Valid.
Yeah.
Very valid.
I am interested in Cassandra Clare's... Sword Catcher. I am interested in that. But I don't care about Shadowhunters anymore.
Mine is An Emperor in the Ashes. I've tried to read it a couple times. I get to the third page and I'm like, I'm not feeling it. And I do that every time. So...
Oh, yeah, it's time for her to...
Yeah.
See, and I think I would have really liked that if I'd read it when it came out. But
I feel that way too,
yeah,
but I didn't.
exactly.
It sat on my shelf for a long time. Obviously, this came out when it came out, books were $11.99 paperback. Wild. 2015. 10 years ago.
See, and I think I would have loved Six of Crows when it came out. I
You
put
didn't
it off
read it?
for
Yeah.
so long.
Yeah. I will at some point read it because I own it. But
Yeah. The saying goes, the book is always better than the movie. But what movie or TV show adaptation did you prefer more than the book? I actually have a shocking amount of these.
I am gonna say though, Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes. The movie's very good, very well done.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of Rachel Zegler hate right now, but Cedar Kids are dramatic.
Yeah. Okay.
But I also think that goes for the entire Hunger Games series for me. I'm choking. Like Mockingjay, I don't think I liked that book that much at all. Wasn't bad. It's not my favorite movie out of the three main movies, but like I think they did a better job at wrapping it up.
Yeah, I honestly like Mockingjay Part 1. I know a lot of people hate that movie.
I guess
but
there's 4 movies,
I
but
like
yeah.
a slow sort of story. I'm kind of into a meandering snail pace. But
I don't think I have the attention span for
meandering
for
snail
it.
pace.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like I could. I feel like I want to like books that like take their time, but I think if they take their time, I'm like checked out.
Sometimes they take too much time.
Yeah.
Well, mine are, I have a lot of examples I could pull for this. Here are my top 2. Number 1, Howl's Moving Castle. The book is lovely, but the movie from Studio Ghibli, whatever.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
I always say Ghibli. The movie is perfection, and the book was near perfection. But you just can't top the movie.
The movie's very, very good. I'm trying to find the book that I'm about to talk about.
My other option is The Secret of Nim. The book is Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim. I have a tattoo of her on my arm. The movie's better. The movie has more magic and soul and
Yeah.
The book is good for kids. But it didn't have that same magic for me. Yep, that's it.
Going back to what I was talking about,
Yes.
Falling Hard for the Royal Guard.
Fa-
It's someone that I watched on TikTok, and she was like, I'm coming out with a book. It's about, the Royal Guard. And I was like, I'm going to love it. Every British comedy I've tried to read, it all feels like they're trying to be Bridget Jones. Maybe Bridget Jones stole that vibe from a different book, but they all feel like they're trying to be Bridget Jones.
But maybe it's just British isn't for you.
It might not be.
British comedy.
Yeah.
In book form.
I'm trying it. I'm getting read it all the way through, give it a chance, but it's like it feels done already.
Yeah. And this next one I'm going to say, I just came up with this one, Pride and Prejudice. I love the book. I love the book.
But did a 2005 movie.
Well, that was the Unpopular Opinions book tag.
Yeah.
And we're going to have many more coming eventually.
We're gonna eat first.
Yeah,
though.
we're starving. Bye!
The Menace to Society.
Hello.
Menace to Society.
Work clip. We're sitting here, seeing if it works.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
This should be our intro.